Okay, so here we are. What's happening, sports fans? What is going on? I'm sorry, you were dismissed. There we go. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Nice to see you. So nice of you to stop by for another edition of the Daily Exchange with Tropical Tim in the Philippines. Just came from a terrific show where Tropical Tim in the Philippines, was the guest speaker. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. And I hope we did all right. Me and my lovely wife, Asawa Kano 38. We just came from visiting Biggie in Cebu, where we were kind of like the featured speakers of the night, and had a great time. Great time. Lot of good banter going back and forth as far as marriage between foreigners. You know, specifically Westerners and Filipinas here. I guess you could hold that conversation from Westerners and foreigners from any country, you know what I mean? So if I'm here, I'm the foreigner, but if my wife is in the States, I guess she's the foreigner. No one's ever been able to explain that to me. It doesn't matter. First of all, thanks so much, you guys, for understanding. Last night, something kind of short-fused notice came up, and we had a family function, so we opted not to do our live last night. Hey, that's only my first absentee, so I still could get student of the year. It's only the first time that we missed one, so it's cool. It came up and I had to make a decision. I said, yeah, we've never missed one, no big deal, so let's go ahead and forego tonight. So it is what it is, you know what I mean? So I missed all you, hope you missed all us, but here we are, we're back in the saddle again. Back in the saddle again. It's something like that, right? Oh, wow. So we got a pretty good show lined up tonight. We hope so anyway, so we'll see how that goes. A lot of people here already. Amazing. Tom Patrick, nice to see you. Philippines On Demand. Hey, Bill, how are you? Good to see you. Thanks so much. Enjoyed your breakdown and your grading of the NFL draft. You know, my team is the Green Bay Packers, and there's a lot of controversy over how they drafted, but I'm gonna sit tight right now and not worry about it. They drafted a quarterback, probably Aaron Rodgers' heir apparent. So a lot of you here don't follow that, so that's okay. But for those of you who do, Green Bay drafted a quarterback, probably to take over or be ready, hopefully, to take over for Aaron Rodgers. He's 36. I'd say Rodgers probably plays 2 more years. Not because of his ability, but because I think if you're waiting longer than that for a rookie quarterback that you spent a first-round draft choice on, and you're not playing him by then I think it's a bust or something. So anyway, that's something different. Arcelia's Corner, nice to see you, dear. Darren and Sab, how you doing? Prayers to you. Hope your mom's getting better and improving with every moment. Jess Barrett's in the house. Nice to see you. And no, Jess Barrett, I was not down and out last night because of the bun. I was just tired and not feeling that well. So, and of course we had that family function, so no big deal. Check out the Rileys is there. R3 is there. My brother from another, Canoina, Philippines. He's first, always just ask his mom. Yeah, that's right. Stick around. You're going to want to see what happens here in a little bit. Everybody stick around. You're going to want to see what's going to happen here once we go through the hellos and this, that, and the other, and whatever. So we're here in day 44 in our quarantine, lockdown, whatever you want to call it. And hey, we're still here, so life's not that bad. We're still, making our own adjustments every day. My wife and I, we have been getting a few more visits from our nieces, which is nice. So they get to sit down and eat some Filipino food and talk and, do the little chismosa thing. And so she's really excited about that. They've been coming over, and it just, even though we're in this lockdown, there seems to be a temperate modification about who can move around and do whatever. So It is what it is. Hey, Big E in Cebu. Pretty sure I know who he is. I'll get back to you on that. Genji Life in Ireland. Nice to see you. How are you doing? Great having you here. And there's Malou Martin. Good evening, Tim in Asawa Cano 38. She's around, but she's visiting with the nieces right now. She'll be by shortly, or whenever she gets here. If she does get here, I don't know. Get down and boogie. That's right. From Big in Cebu, Malou Martin. This is my third time in ULS. What's my prize? Yeah, we generally don't give out prizes unless you show up here with a case of beer. If you do that, you're a winner all the way around. But you have to experience it. It's a party like none you've ever seen. So get here to my house with a case of beer, and it doesn't matter if you're first, third, ninth. Doesn't matter. You're good to go. You're good to go. Jim Elver, nice to see you. Haven't seen you around for a while. Figured you've been busy or doing some other things. Welcome back, brother. There's an original shareholder right there. Good evening, Tim. The entrance was straight of Under Siege with Gary Busey, Commander Krill doing his dance. Yeah, that's right. Philippines on Demand. Thanks, Tim. Glad you showed up. Oh, yeah. I was waiting for it, and somehow I got distracted, and then I finally got back to it. So, but hey, if I need to replay it, I can replay it. It doesn't matter. But you're always doing a good job over there, Bill. Appreciate it. Check out the Raleigh, same name R3. Not sure, you can't find it. Tom Patrick, hello R3. My 4E friend. Hey, Tim ZX in the house. Nice to see you. Minty Coconut. How are you, darling? Haven't seen you for a little while, which is fine. I knew you'd come back. That's not a big deal. Doing good. Doing good. Hope you're doing okay where you're at. Peter Michael from Denmark. How are you doing? John Baker's here in the house, watching from Fargo, North Dakota, USA. Shout out, shout out. You know. Nice to see you, John. Thanks so much for coming by. And there's a lovely Cheesy. How are you doing? Nenny Maddit is in the house. Nice to see you, Maddie. Wow, some great people here. Great people. And I always say, if there's somebody here you don't know, go check them out. Go check them out. If you do, I'll owe you. You know what I mean? Just some good people. There's Adrian Gibson. Nice to see you. Minty Coconut, I have to rest my eyes. I'm bottling with my eyesight. Relax. Kick back, get your favorite beverage, and just relax. Don't worry about everything. I remember. Hello, Tim in Asawa Cano 38, and I thank you. Wonder who that is. Is that a ninja or nice to see you? Nice to see you. Thank you so much for coming in. Go Bobo sister. Intercourse, Pennsylvania. Yeah, that's actually a place. Thank you for dropping by. How you doing? How you doing? That's a little bit of a surprise, but hey, good to see you. It doesn't matter. So again, we're here today in day 44 of our wonderful quarantine, lockdown, house arrest, whatever tag you want to put on it. I really don't care. It doesn't matter. And we're making the best of it. We're hoping you are doing the same. And it's tough. It's definitely tough to do that. How many things can you come up with after 44 days and we still got 18, 19 days to go? Because of course we got extended, so it is what it is. You know what I mean? Just, hey, I'm saving a lot of money because there's nowhere for my wife to spend it. And even if she went out there, everything's closed. So fact is, she can only go so far anyway. You know, so it is what it is. Excuse me. So tonight, before we get to the guest topic, I wanted to talk about, and I'm going to actually set my phone down, so I'm not going to be able to say hello and greet people. You can all do that yourselves because that's what everyone does here anyway. Mugs, it's organic. Everyone, good evening, good morning. Because I won't be able to keep up with this if I'm greeting everyone. So here's my nightly feed about what bothers me or what concerns me or what I think is worth bringing up or discussing, whatever you want to call it, doesn't matter. Tonight, I would like to talk briefly about religion versus public health. And it's interesting that, we've had different pastors in the U.S. We've even had one or two, one for sure, maybe two, I'm not sure, here in the Philippines, and maybe in other parts of the world, I don't know that. But definitely in the U.S. and for sure one here in the Philippines, whereby pastors of churches have been arrested for violating the mandated quarantine order that was issued by civil authority from whatever country we're talking about. So, for me, I'm okay with anyone's religious belief. I really am. I believe in Christ our Lord. I'm not an overzealous, over-practicing religious person. I do believe in God. So I'm going to share some things with you that I thought were very interesting and that are interesting, should be interesting in the public limelight, the public eye. When you receive a civil order from authorities, whoever your civil authorities are, whether you agree with them or disagree with them, generally speaking, you should comply. If they say it's quarantine and they mandate certain businesses or gatherings where a lot of people come together, in the malls, in the theaters, at sporting events, or whatever, you really should heed that advice. Now, does religion take precedence over that? Does religion take priority over public health? That's a good subject for debate. I'm going to give you my feelings, my 2 cents worth. So these arrested pastors, once they were arrested, they weren't jailed, as far as I know, or anything like that. Some of them in the States were made to wear ankle bracelets, and they promised at their hearing that they would not open their church and hold services, religious services. Okay, that being said, some of them still did. They defied the order for their own reasons. Now, I have a problem with that. Not the fact that they defied the order, that's a different issue. But the fact that the order was given to not have any group functions of 10 or more, or 3 or more, or it just depends where you are. But some of these pastors of churches have defied that order. They broke quarantine orders. Now, I respect people's right to practice their religion, their right to believe in the religion that they choose. I've always been okay with that. It doesn't bother me. Let me explain to you, when a lot of people go to church, it's called a congregation. They refer to a lot of people, or people in a church together worshiping, as a congregation. That's how they were referred to. And what it means to congregate is a verb. It's a verb. It's used for spontaneous gatherings of a crowd. For example, a crowd quickly gathered at the scene of an accident, or the way animals congregate, whether it's cows, sheep, horses, whatever, when there's a storm, an impending storm coming. That's what it means to congregate. It means for people to come together, or animals or things, in a spontaneous way. All right, that being said, why do you feel that you need people to congregate to worship? That doesn't make any sense. It's nice. It's cool. They're all practicing the same equal value of what they believe in. But during a civil order that was issued about quarantine and stay at home, whatever, what takes priority? Religious or public health? Religious beliefs or public health during a pandemic, a global pandemic at that. See, I don't get that. To me, these pastors are wrong. They could hold services via live stream, Skype, whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? But I'm going to tell you why they don't. Number one, you don't have to congregate, be a group to worship or practice religion or to pray. You can do it from home. You can go out in the middle of a field, an empty field, and drop to your knees, and you can worship and pray and do whatever you want. You don't have to go to a public venue to congregate, to be part of a congregation, to practice your religion. What is it? You need acceptance? I need to be sitting in the church pew with others and be accepted and let people see me that I'm here and I'm one of you and I'm worshiping. No, you don't. You can worship anywhere, anytime you want, whether you're congregating with other people or you're by yourself. It doesn't matter. But when it comes to religion rights over public health, I think religious rights needs to take a back seat. If all these people are going to go to a church and congregate, then I say keep them all in that church and quarantine them. That way they can wake up every day together and they can eat lunch together and they can eat dinner together and they can worship together and they can congregate together. They can do whatever they want. Just keep them there, because they have no business coming to and from and then coming together in mass groups. You can worship and without congregating anywhere you want. Now I'm going to tell you why these pastors who broke the law and opened their churches for people to come to during a mass global pandemic, however your feeling is on that, I'm going to tell you why they opened their churches for people to come and congregate and worship together as a congregation. It's because of money. It's because of money. And I'm not only talking about the small little podunk churches. Now, churches, many of them do a good thing. They do a lot of good things for the community. Churches are tax exempt. It's a separation between state and government. Some people agree with that and some people don't agree that. Why they're taxed, why they should be or shouldn't be. I'm not going to get into that. Your mega churches are especially guilty of this. They're really guilty. Your TV evangelists are super guilty. They're super guilty because they want the money. When you get a congregation at these mega churches, you're talking about, a couple thousand, a few hundred to a couple thousand, several thousand. They do it in stadiums and sport arenas and all this stuff. It's about money. It's about money. It's a business. It really is a business. Why do I feel the need to go to a place, especially during a pandemic, and sit there shoulder to shoulder, worshiping, trying to be accepted, trying to be part of something that I was a part of before and I can be a part of later, but right now during a global pandemic, I don't really need to be doing that. Why would I take that risk? Why are those pastors, the heads of those churches, willing to take those risks? I'm telling you right now, it's because of money. Look at the TV evangelists, they're the ones especially that should say, stay home. We will preach to you. We will provide you the gospel or whatever it is they do via live stream, or they're so big they've got enough money where they can get some airtime on TV. A lot of them already have that. Doesn't matter. They can do that. They should be the ones that are safeguarding. Don't give me this crap about, well, God is going to protect us from this pandemic. Yeah, we'd like to believe that. That's a great thought. But not the way the numbers of people are dropping dead. That's not a viable solution right now. That's not the way to handle it. Okay? Now I'm going to tell you about how these TV evangelists could handle it. Now this is a parody, so don't take it personal, because again, just like I mentioned at the beginning, I'm all for religion. I'm all for everyone's religious beliefs. I'm okay for that. But when it comes to money, I want to introduce to you the Righteous Reverend. And here he comes onto the TV screen. He can do it. They do it. Friends, this is the Righteous Reverend, and I just want to talk to you for a few moments, friends. We've got an issue in our hands. We've got an issue in our hands so big that it defies everything else known to man. And it's called the demon within inside of us. The demon is right here. It's right by you. We need to take care of that demon, folks. And I, the Righteous Reverend, can help you with that. All you got to do is stay tuned here, and we can talk about all the healing that needs to be done spiritually and all the healing that needs to be done physically. Because I, the Righteous Reverend, are coming to you live, right here, right now, to talk to you about your spiritual uplifting, and about your family, and about your sins, and about everything that's going wrong in your life right now. Righteous Reverend is here to talk to you right now. Jesus loves you. Jesus loves you. And you. And you too. And Jesus loves you. Thank you, thank you. Jesus loves you. Jesus loves you. Thank you so much for coming out. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Jesus loves you. Because I, the Righteous Reverend, am going to explain to you how you can become as one with yourself and the Lord Almighty. Friends, let me explain something to you. Don't worry about the pandemic. We're going to hold church services first thing tomorrow and the next day and come Sunday. Now, friends, listen to me. Listen to me. Friends, listen to me. I, the Righteous Reverend, am going to break down everything for you that you need to know so you can get yourself right with God. We don't have to worry about a global pandemic. I just need you to flock over here. Come with me, don't you see? Come with me. I have the good book in one hand and the almighty sword in the other hand. Come with me. And we will defeat this pandemic together. We have machines here at your church where we congregate. We congregate and come together as one. We have machines that will get rid of this pandemic. You will not be affected if you come here. We do not need a quarantine if you come here to my church. Friends, this is the Righteous Reverend. Now I want everyone to just bow their heads and look deep into their heart. Just look down deep into your heart. And while you're looking down into your heart, just dig a little deeper into your pocket. And if you can send us $10 right now to get the word out, I will send you one I Am Righteous bumper sticker. Friends, it's all about your choice. It's all about what we can do for you here, right here. Come to the church. Don't worry about the pandemic. There is no virus here. We have it. All you have to do is come listen to me. We have operators over there right now taking your calls, taking your donations. Friends, if you right now will send us $25, I, the Righteous Reverend, will send you one I Am Righteous t-shirt. Now, friends, please, friends, send in your money right now. And I, the Righteous Reverend, will make you righteous. So, there you go. Once again, I believe 100% in freedom of religion and all that stuff, but when it comes to religion versus public health, you can throw the religion aside, because we can worship at home, we can go out into the basement, we can go to an empty cornfield, we can drop to our knees there, and we can worship as much as we want, as often as we want. We don't have to congregate to be worshipers and to practice our beliefs and to pray to God and do whatever it is. We don't have to do that. It's unnecessary. Public health comes first. There's no preacher on the planet, no pastor, no anybody, good intentions aside, that's going to convince me that if I come there butt cheek to butt cheek, shoulder to shoulder, elbow to elbow, that I am safe. I am safe from anything that this virus has been shown. Friends, who here wants an I Am Righteous t-shirt? It's only $50 so we can spread the word. We have operators right over there right now. All you have to do is bow your head and pray. And send in that contribution so we can save you. We can save you. Oh, joyous occasion. Come to church. Damn the quarantine. Damn the pandemic. You're safe here. You're safe. We're going to fit 3,000 people, jam them into a tight space, and we're going to pray and worship, because you can't worship at home. You can't pray at home. You can't go to your basement, to your garage, and drop to your knees and pray and worship. You can't do that. You have to come here. You have to come here to my church, because my jet isn't paid for yet. Okay. There we go. So, I hope that didn't offend anybody. I hope that didn't put anybody out. It's something that I just happen to feel strongly about at this point in time. When I hear about these pastors that are arrested because they broke the quarantine order from civil authorities, whether they like it or not, and they still went there and brought people there, I have a problem with that. I just don't get it. How does religion, and I'm all for protecting everyone's right to their religion and their beliefs, but when it comes to public pandemics, I'm sorry, public health takes precedence. Period. End of story. Damn their money, damn their offering plate coming around. And again, a lot of churches do a lot of positive things. I'm okay with that. They help in times where the government doesn't help. This I know. I believe this. But to defy an order just so you can get people there they can send their contributions in through the damn mail. They can probably do it online. What the hell you need to bring people there to congregate and gather just so you can see cash money in the offering plates? Doesn't make sense, and it's a bunch of crap. And it's really because of the big mega churches and TV evangelists. Friends, friends. Yeah, that's all it is. That's all it is. It's a bottom line. And there's your bottom line. Don't tell me otherwise, because I don't believe it. I don't believe it. None of these pastors at these mega churches live in a 2-bedroom apartment. None of them. Zero. None. So, the bottom line is, you can all tell me how you feel. That's great. Public health supersedes public congregating for worship. Period. Period. All right. So, Big E saying, if my safe shirt comes with Cheech and Chong on it, I'll take it. There you go. Mine's Journey's in the house. Sab's in the house. Mark and Ning's in the house. So many people, I don't even know where I'm at. Oh my gosh. But I expected that. That's all right. So again, y'all get my point, my message. I just disagree with churches trying to tell their flock, their lambs, whatever. And again, I'm okay with religion. I go to church when I can, here and there, now and again. It has nothing to do with it. If I can't make church, I can just sit here and I can be as one with my spiritual inner self and whoever it is that I'm trying to be as one with. During a public outbreak or pandemic or virus or whatever you want to tag it or label it, no, I don't need to be out there contributing or contracting something that I don't need. So these pastors need to be held to account. That's the wrong decision. That's the wrong, maybe there are some good intentions there that they are providing spiritual relief through a lot of anxiety, a lot of stressful times, and this, that, and the other. That's fine. Do what I did. Go do it online. Should I open a church tomorrow? Because I, the righteous reverend. So anyway, there you go. There you go. Sorry if I skipped over a lot of people. We'll try to catch up. Honeycomb Baby's here. Let's see. All right, we'll just start right here. I have no clue where I'm at. Expat Prepper, it is for our own good that God wants us in fellowship with other believers. We need each other to grow up in the faith, to learn to serve, to love one another, to exercise our spiritual gifts. Very true. In normal times, yes, absolutely. There's nothing wrong with it. Big in Cebu, I'm thinking of ordaining him. Tom Patrick, I don't care what your religion is, as long as you're not putting another person in danger or threatening others if they don't believe what they believe. I don't want them to push their beliefs on me. Yeah, that's a religious perspective. That's true. Expat Prepper. And to practice forgiveness. Although we are individuals, we still belong to one another. Yes. Hello, Minds Vlog. Nice to see you, dear Tom Patrick. I don't care what your religion is as long, well, I already read that. He double hit again or something. Tom Patrick, damn, I need a drink. Appreciate you on that one, man. I really do. I can take care of my buds.
The beer should be full.
They're good. They're good. They were bitching a minute ago. Hey, John Baker's here. Big in Cebu. Brother Righteous sounds like a cross between Bishop Fazio and Biggie. Canoita Philippines. Where's the super chat button? I don't have one. I think one's coming soon. Hey, she set up a PayPal on my... I said, what are you doing that for? Sab, hello. How are you, Dark Sider? Take my cash. You had me at Fred's. Honeycomb Baby, legitimate scam, TT. There's Genjai Life. So nice to see you again, Genjai. Nice to see you. Expat Prepper, Romans 12:5. KGV. So we, being many, as one body in Christ, and everyone members one another. Yeah, it does. All that stuff is there to come and worship together and congregate. I know all this stuff. I do. I'm limited on my time, so I couldn't go into everything without making my point. And I'm all for it. but I'm not for it when this situation is going on. Then I think I want to err on the side of caution. And with technology, there's so many venues and so many ways to still come out and to preach the gospel, give out the daily word. There's so many ways to do it without jeopardizing people's lives. That's the only point I'm saying, and it's only temporary, we hope. So yeah, that's kind of my point. So I'm with you, expat. Definitely with you. Mark and Ning, hello, I'm safe too. Just sipping Lysol, pretty good with a twist of lime. There we go. Angels on my body. Yeah, they're protecting me. Big eating food. I already read that. Saved you with shirts, Cheech and Chong. I'll take. All right, maybe we're catching. Canoe Philippines. I just called and I got 5 number stickers for $100. Oh my goodness. Sab, I'll be there and bring 1 case of San Miguel. Do that. Yeah, if you can't do this, bring beer. Expat Prepper, Matthew 18:24, where 2 or 3 gather together as my followers, I am there among them. I agree with that 100%. 100%. Expat Prepper, Tom Patrick, are you telling me all those times we give thanks before a meal, and as a kid we were told say your prayers before bed? Yeah. Let's see. Mine's Journey. You have 6 trolls, host. Tropical Tim. Why? That's it? 6? That's all? Tell you what I'm going to do, Mines. I'm going to drink a toast in their honor. So the bun just came through today and brought me 2 cases of Can I have an opener? Thank you, Dolly. Imagine if I was drinking when I gave my little rant there. Actually, I was. Salute. Damn, 3 days without beer. That's cold. But man, it's lacking. It's beer, but it's lacking. It really is. I know how you guys drink that. You guys are standby on that, but that's okay. No big deal. Jim Elber, Tim, you must have skipped class topics to avoid 101 politics and religion. Yeah, I did. Biggie, they had no church buildings in the New Testament. They met in homes. Hey, French and Panay Simple Life. Hello, how are you? Nice to see you, dear. So nice to see you. Hope everything's well with you. Minty Coconut, hello, at French Panay. Expat Prepper, and God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor cry, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. Awesome. And again, I like reading scripture from the Bible. My wife reads them to me now and again, here and there. I'm not the most overly religious person. I'm not. Do I believe in God? Yes. Do I support other people's religious beliefs? Yes, unless they're blowing up buildings, planes, and killing people, then I don't believe in them. The whole bottom line of this is, I think the churches need to be a little bit more prudent in their judgment of, okay, it's probably a bad idea to bring a whole lot of people here because we don't know who's been tested. We don't know what's going on. We know the numbers. People are dying. People are dying. And maybe we should just deliver our word, our sermon, through technology because it's available. We have TV evangelists. What the heck? Come on, there's a way to do this. You know, and I support that, no problem. But to defy civil orders and bring people together, I don't know. How's religion going to save them? Yeah, they're saved already because they believe in Jesus Christ our Lord. That's fine. That's fine. But Why would we unnecessarily put people at risk and bringing them in to congregate to worship? There'll be time for that. Right now is not the good time. Worship at home with the family, watch your favorite TV evangelist, or live streaming from your favorite church and whatever. There you go. It's okay. It's temporary. We'll get through it. You don't want to see the righteous reverend on here, do you? And of course, that was parody. That was comedy. Don't take it personal. I was trying to make a point. All right?
You back in my pillow?
Dark Sider getting to be one with San Meg. TT. Tom Patrick needs another drink. Big and Cebu, if they don't want your church, they can come to ours. Bishop Fazio and my dating service in the Faz Bomb Shelter. Yeah. Dark Sider, save us from the demon of Red Horse. Honeyco Baby, how are you? French and Panay. Canoina, Philippines, it is really a scam if you're told it's a scam. Yeah. That's right. That's right. Mark and Ning, our stable genius president, says if we ingest disinfectant, says it might solve the problem of the virus. Yeah, I heard that. You talk about a bozo move, and I'm not saying I'm an anti-Trumper. I'm a fencer. I'm kind of, I vote for the best qualified person. So, although I normally lead Republican most election years, normally, doesn't mean, you know, I jump over the fence. You know, it just depends. I'm my own man. I don't affiliate myself with any party in a staunch way. You know, nothing like that. I kind of evaluate candidates and take them for face value, pretty much. So that was a bonehead call on Trump's part. It really was. Whether I'm a Trumper or an anti-Trump, doesn't matter. Hey, Anai, nice to see you. Ganda, how are you? Tom Sakpo, host, Tropical Tim in the Philippines. Good evening. Nice to see you. Nenny, eating noodles and coffee while listening. Hey, there's William, Aussie in the Philippines. Hi, all. How you doing, TT? Sorry late, but dinner at 7 p.m. You'll probably want to rewind this and watch it from the beginning. I don't think I can repeat a performance like that. Maybe I could. I don't know. Hey, I could, as long as. Hey, Mike Alculin, nice to see you. My family has been making and drinking wine since 4000 BC Armenia. Is there any of that left? Any of that original private stock, like buried anywhere? I'd like to get my hands on some of that. I'd like to know more about that too, Mike, actually. Adrian Gibson, I'm good, Chi. How are you? Nicely done. I'm fine, Adrian. Minty coconut. There you go. William from Aussie Farming in the Philippines. Thank God I'm an atheist. I've seen too much in my life to believe people kill each other over religion. Yeah, that has been a thorn in mankind's back end, in their ass for forever. Pretty much. The whys and the hows and the maybes and the ifs and the buts and the what ifs and the why nots. I have no idea. There's so many ways to go on that as far as religious wars, religious battles throughout history. I know I'm fairly brushed up on a lot of them because I am a little bit of a connoisseur, not an expert, not even close, of famous wars and battles that took place through history. That being said, I know a lot of them were religious based. So I have a different opinion on that, and we're not going to go into that right now. Let's see, Mark and Dang saying, Cheetos, we're doing good. That's good. Tom Patrick, put them in jail. Done. Pray at home, stay at home. That's just kind of my thing. There's plenty of time to come back out and congregate. There's plenty of time. You have to err on the side of caution and say, okay, we're going to send you out newsletters. We're going to come to you live stream. We're going to come to you on Channel 5, local station, or whatever. You can still do this for me, the pastor of this mega church, and they can handle their business a different way, but they're trying to choose not to. Bill from Philippines On Demand. Gotta love those snake handlers in some of the churches down south. Those are the same type of people who want to go to church during an outbreak. Yeah, and it's not just down south, and it's not just in the U.S., I'm sure. The time of a crisis or pandemic, that's when you want to be the righteous reverend, because you got people groping and looking around for some kind of salvation, those that aren't true believers in Christ our Lord. Those are the ones that are going to get inflicted with some kind of fake prophecy and bullshit, and they're going to flock to somebody that, follow me, don't you see? Don't you see? Follow me, follow me. Those are the ones that are going to get sucked into that because they don't have Christ our Lord in their heart. That doesn't mean you're a perfect individual. That doesn't mean you're without sin or whatever you want to call it. It doesn't mean that. It just means you have accepted Christ the Lord in your heart. Now, if you have different religious beliefs, that's fine. And you're here at this channel. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. But whatever your faith is, whoever you have in your heart, it's okay. But the ones that have nobody in their heart, those are the ones that get sucked into, won't you follow me? Won't you follow me? Come with me. Come with me. Come with me, and I will show you the way. I will show you the light. I will show you everything you need to know. Marketing Adventures. You can make ancient wine anytime. Fruits are always covered in the yeast. They need to ferment. Yeah, absolutely. Jim Alver, in your church, do you pass the plate or drink the holder? I've always been more privy to, no, I'm very respectful when I go to church. So I do all the things that the Lord expects me to do when I go there. I don't hanky-panky around. That's my time to congregate with others and worship together. But right now, I'm not in the mood to congregate. Oh, I would like to see Brother Jim and Sister Nancy and Brother Mike and Sister Betty, and every Sunday or whatever it is, the routine is, you can have your own routine doing whatever you got to do. You're going to miss that. So FaceTime them, Skype them, send them a letter, send them an email, send them in something in Messenger and text. That's why we got all this technology and stuff. But to actually go in and feel like, well, I got to go to church. I got to go to my church. That's the only way I'm going to have salvation. That's the only way I'm going to get through the rest of the work week. That's the only way that me and my family are going to survive, is if I go to church and congregate during a global pandemic. That is the biggest bunch of bullshit going on right now. You don't have to do that to be as one with the Lord, our God Almighty, and to worship and have spiritual fulfillment. You don't need to do that. Not now. Not now. There'll be a time. There'll be a time. You can wait on it. Why would you go there and risk? Oh, I'm healthy. I'm fine. And all my parishioners and all my fellow worshipers, we're all going to be safe when we file into that church. Really? Really? Where the hell did you come up with something like that? How? How did you come up with something like that? Who told you this? This thing is knocking people down, and they had no clue what hit them. No clue where they got it, how it happened, whatever. So, no, you don't have to go and congregate, meaning coming together to worship. It's a nice thing. It's a good thing. It's, in biblical terms, the right thing. But sometimes smarter heads have to prevail and say, you know what? We're going to still come to you and provide you spiritual guidance and talk to you and all that through media platforms. We've got so many, so stay at home, stay at home, stay at home. And in the end, you'll still have a way to make your donation. You know, I mean, I'm just saying. Now, I don't believe the smaller churches necessarily do that. I really don't. But these big TV evangelists and the mega churches, that's exactly what they're doing. And that's exactly why they want people to flood the churches by the thousands. Arenas. If they can get away with it, they would rent out a sports complex, an arena, and that's exactly what they would do. Why? Not to spread the word, not to encourage spiritual enlightenment, but because they need to pay rent. Not on the church. The church is tax-free. Church-free property is tax-free. And so they can live the life they're living. But again, show me a pastor of a mega church that lives in a quaint, moderate, 2-bedroom apartment. You ain't gonna see it. You ain't gonna see it. Friends, Jim Elver, no, I'm sorry. Where are we? There we go. People saying hi to each other. Awesome, 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 awesome. Expat Prepper. The Bible really has this in it, Tim. Give strong drink unto him that is ready to perish, and wine unto those that be of heavy hearts. I've read that. I actually know that. Quote. Yes, I do. There's several different ways and things you can say about that. My whole thing about tonight was, again, my topic, religious beliefs versus public health issues. Public health, we ain't talking about, this town of 6,000 has just a slightly higher than normal rate of the flu this year or something like that. We're talking about a global pandemic. So to me, everything changes. The whole playing field changes. It really does. So when these pastors of these mega churches and whatever are still trying to bring people into the church, it's not about to give them salvation. It's not about to help them be spiritually uplifted Monday through Sunday until they come back Sunday. It's about to fill the coffers. Nobody can tell me differently. Because if they were smart and they were concerned, they would hold their services via a media platform. And just do one of these. Just do this. Just do this. Rickshaw Philippines. Hey, what's going on, my brother? How you doing? There you go, Rickshaw. The bun came through with 2 cases of this. Guess what I had to pay for this? Guess what I had to pay for this? A 24-pack, 1,400 pesos. And I said, no. But my wife, Ray, was just adamant about, you haven't had beer for several days. And I'm like, I'm fine. I've got, whiskey, scotch, whatever if I want it.
I don't want you to have whiskey.
And she doesn't want me to drink that stuff. So, but I was stubborn. I'm like, I'm not giving them highway robbers that, so whatever. It's a beer, but man, there's not much to it. It's just kind of goes down so fast, and you're like, not much. So if anyone here wants to help me, because I have to pay just a little bit more for regular San Miguel, you can help me out. I don't want any of your money unless you want to give it. Rickshaw, the thing is, some folks need that. Heck, Walmart is doing business. The numbers are in. This ain't so bad as we were told. The point should be moot. Yeah, Darksider, hey TT, I'm still selling my Barber Bridge as well. That's awesome. Harbor Bridge. Okay, there you go. Jess Barrett's back. Expat Prepper, Cheat Torres. Hello. Rickshaw, Philippines, most of the mega church dudes and dudettes are nuts. Well, I'm not even going to say that. As far as their capacity for correct thinking and mentality and stuff like that, all I know is the mega churches, this is what's going on. This is what's happening. So why would you try to tell your flock, come with me, come over here. Here we have no COVID-19. Here we have nobody testing positive. Here you can sit together, butt cheek to butt cheek, shoulder to shoulder, elbow to elbow. We can sing, we can praise, we can worship, we can do all these great things together. And then you can go home and you'll be fine. Because I am the righteous reverend. That is the biggest crock of crap going for me right now. And again, this is just an opinionated individual. That's it. Don't hate me for it. It's just my opinion. When we get together, if any of us ever get together, don't remember this about me. Take me for who I am. This is just a topic that I thought was worthy of discussion. Religious beliefs over public health. How do you feel about it? You just heard how I feel about it. Aussie farming. William saying, in the Philippines they had 100,000 in Pakistan. You go to a funeral 3 or 4 days back. Crazy mother, the virus will not discriminate, only humans. That's right. So as much as we yearn and want to get back to a normal lifestyle, going back to church, to congregate, to worship together, to listen to a good sermon, to be preached at, to whatever you want to call it. Yeah, that's good. There's nothing wrong with that. It's all good. Not now. Not now. Philippines on Demand, saying hi to Sab. Dark Side, remember the Black Plague? Yes. Let's kill all the cats because it's the witches getting us sick. When it was the cats helping control it by killing the rats, which the fleas that carry the plague. Yeah, it wasn't a lot of people have a misconception. You're right, Dark Side. It wasn't the rats. A lot of people think rats were the cause of the Black Plague, and in a roundabout way, and the Black Plague, for all you non-historians, is the Dark Europe days, long time ago. Just a little while before I was born. The Black Plague wasn't the rats. They were the carrier of those who provided the Black Plague, and that was the fleas that were hitching a ride on the rats. So, if you didn't know that, there's a quick little history lesson for you. Big and Sabu finally got you some SML. No, she did. She thought I wanted beer, and that's the best she could get. But at 1,400 pesos a case?
15.
Oh, 15. I'm sorry. Why did it go up to 15 now? There you go. 30 bucks a case. That's ridiculous. That's like, what, 75 cents a bottle? Would you pay that? Yeah. Because what would it cost me in the Western world? $2.75, $3.50, $4.50 on gals night at some of the clubs, Gals drink free from 8 o'clock all night long. Guys, you're going to end up paying for it because we're going to charge you $4.50, $5 a beer. True, that's how it goes. And then they have this happy hour. Hey, beers are only $2.50 a bottle. Happy hour, beers, $2.50 an hour from 4 to 6 p.m. Who in the F is in the bar, the club, between 4 and 6 p.m.? Nobody. But your stupid ass trying to be a cheap Charlie taking advantage of bottles of beer at, hey, $2.50. But as you look around, you're the only dumbass sitting at the bar. That's not prime time. So why would you go there? Now, wait till 8 o'clock when it's ladies' night, free drinks for the gals, and the guys Beers are $6 a bottle. Sorry about your luck. That's the way it goes. Jim Elver, what's the normal price for 24 San Migs? It went up. I was paying 612 pesos. Now this is from a distribution center, not from a sorry store, because they're going to charge the profit, the markup price, and definitely not from a bar or club, because that goes way up. But by the case, a 24 pack costs now it's 740 pesos, like that. So not right around 15 bucks. Or it depends where you get it. It could be as low as 13, no higher than 15 bucks. Tonight I had to pay 30 bucks because there's none, zero, none. But that's what you call the BUN, B-U-N, Beer Underground Network. It's the only thing I can do, know what I mean? Dark Sider, Big E Cebu, how can anyone drink dead? I mean Red Horse, San Mig much better. Big E doesn't drink Red Horse, I don't think. Mark and Ning, off to school. I have to send materials to students in the mail that don't have internet. You taking off, Mark and Ning? Thank you so much for stopping by. It's so good to see you. And say hi to Ning for me. I hope you guys are doing good. Kanoi, Tim, it's like Coors Light. Yeah, it's just doesn't have enough. Well, come over here. It's okay, you can come over here. Give me a hug. My niece is leaving. She wants to say goodbye. So I'll just let her give me a little, there you go. Okay, see you later.
Hi.
Want to say hi? They can't see you.
Hi, good evening.
There you go. Lovely young gal. Darksider, but cheek to butt cheek. That's why they turn out. That's right. Scoot B's in the house. Howdy all. Hello, Scoot. Tim Ziak, if a person is that religious, let them pull out their Bible or other teaching tools and let them perform their own services. Yeah, whatever it takes for somebody to connect and practice their faith and get spiritual and do whatever they got to do. Pray, bow down, go into some solitude, go into whatever you got to do. That's okay. Because if you can't do that, you're not very as one with the Lord Jesus Christ anyway. You're some kind of fool that goes to church all prim and proper and wants to be seen by the civil authorities and local leaders, and hey Bob, hey Bill, hey Mike and Jane, how you doing? Fred, Wilma, how's everything? That's the only reason you're going to church. It's a social thing. You're going there to congregate, but are you really going there to worship? No. And that's where you fall into the trap. Right here. This is what the TV evangelists and the big mega churches want from you. You go there, what? To worship? Because if you can't worship and pray by yourself, whether in your house, in your basement, in your garage, out in your driveway, out in an empty cornfield, you should be able to do that if you are spiritually connected. You shouldn't have to, oh my, I have to congregate. I have to go to church. I have to, going to church is a good thing. There's nothing wrong with it. But if that's the only way that you can be spiritually enhanced, you're full of shit. It doesn't work. Because then you're just a fraud. You're not spiritually enhanced. The only way you can do it is by congregating with other worshipers. That's false. And so during this time, during this pandemic, you don't need to do that. You stay home and you can go online, you can go to YouTube, you can go on TV. There's so many media platforms where you can go and feel like this. Feel like you are at a public service, publicly worshiping, publicly congregating to get your weekly fix of worshiping. Now, I don't need to go to church to worship. I can sit right here with my wife, hold her hand, and we can pray together, we can worship together, we can do whatever we need together. So these TV evangelists and these churches and these pastors that have been arrested for breaking the quarantine and then break it by opening a church and bringing people back again, to me, they should be locked away. They should be locked away because this is the reason that they open the churches and defied civil authorities, because this is what they are after. Period. Period. Call me a liar. I dare you. Because a normal person would say, folks, due to the current situation, we're going to live stream and broadcast to you via this media platform, that media platform. And guess what? They can still send money to them. So that's not like that's going to go away. Their parishioners, their congregation can still help fund the church to do do-gooder things. And that's okay. Churches do a lot of good things. Churches will, a lot of times, come through when government and civil authorities can't come through. So, what I'm saying is, yeah, come here. We're going to protect you. We have machines that are going to prevent COVID-19 and take away COVID. That's a bunch of crap. That's a bunch of crap. And anyone that falls for that and can't sit home and worship together in peace during this crisis, then you're not religiously connected anyway to begin with. You're going out because it's a social event. Just my opinion. Know what I mean? Dark cider, $5 a beer? Yeah, I'm done after $10. Touche, mate. William, I buy 24 San Mig, 760 pesos. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be up here, but not now because you can't find it. So it's supply and demand, and it's gone up. And I didn't want it, but she's got money. Well, she thinks she does. I said, where'd you get the money? She goes, well, it was laying next to yours. I didn't know there was anyone else's money laying next to mine. So she's a sweetheart. You know, she wanted to treat me. Mugs, woo! I didn't know you went live today. I was taking a nap because I've been coming out of a feeling not so good the last couple days. Nothing bad. I think I got COVID-20 or something. No, what is it?
COVID-18.
Oh, COVID-18. I'm trying to catch up to 19. No, I just kind of been feeling a little bit under the weather. Nothing bad, but a little bit sleepy, a little bit lazy day in and day out. I've really reneged on watching people's vids. I've tried to get around to a few live streams. I've watched some vids, but not as many as I like to watch, but I'll catch up. Everyone knows I always come around and I blitz them and I watch the last 2 or 3 or whatever, but I'm feeling a little good. But yeah, Ray says I was there, Mugs. And when I woke up from my little nap, my little snooze, she goes, Mugs was on. I'm like, oh, she had a premiere. I'm sorry, I'll watch it. She goes, no, she was live. I'm like, get out of town. No, she wasn't. She's not live during the day. And you were. So is that a new trend with you? Jess Barrick is back. So nice to see Minty. I miss Minty so much. Not here, but I saw you just put something out. What was it? Something about your daughter giving you a pedicure. And I didn't watch it, but I just blitzed. I said, oh, I'll get back to watch that. Just haven't done it yet. Mugs, hey, Scoot B, have you received my email? Yeah. Scoot's trying to, let me, how should I say, Mugs, Scoot needs Heave Up Channel's link so Scoot can donate his 20 hours. And I don't know what his link is. So if you can provide that to him, good on you, baby. Good on you. Rickshaw, I'd probably pay $500 for a Mucho Red Horse about now. One of the big boys. Mama Sandeep from Hawaii. Hello, darling. How are you? Nice to see you. Woo!
Hi.
Yes. Oh, here we go. Oops, got to turn this around. This is what she got me today. It is a sealed box. 24,
10.
30 bucks. 30 bucks. Do I feel ripped off? Actually, I can say no, because as cheap as I pay for beer here normally, you know, I'm paying $1 a beer roughly. So how bad is that? How bad is that? And if I can't afford it, I shouldn't be buying it, right? And actually, I can't afford it, so. I knew this would come in handy for multiple uses. No, but if I can't afford it, I shouldn't be buying it, right? Right?
Happy anniversary.
If I can't, what? That's my anniversary gift? Our anniversary is May 5th, and by the way, we're doing a special live for my anniversary. Mine and the Sawakano 38th anniversary. May 5th, 7 p.m. Y'all gotta check it out. We want you to share our celebrating an anniversary in lockdown with us. Tell your friends. Tell somebody. Have a couple drinks before the show goes on, so you can get the real feel about what's happening here. And we'll do the best we can. Oh my goodness. Trying to catch, I hit the arrow button that took me all the way down, so I'm trying to find it. Oh, okay, here I am. I'm right here. Mama Sandi, so nice to see you. So nice to see you. Peter Michael in Denmark, nice. Okay, William from Aussie Farming, great channel, some cool vids, real authentic farming in the Philippine vids. Not, he's not watering a couple tomato plants in his window ledge. Hi, good night, mate. This is great. Aussie Farming in the Philippines. Here we go. I'm watering my tomato plants right here in the window ledge. That's it. Comment and like below. Subscribe. Take care. No. He actually runs a huge farm. It's not a mega farm, but it's pretty cool. So if you had any ideas or thoughts about when you came here, how can I grow a little bit of my own food, or how can I have some livestock, and I'm into that kind of thing or whatever, go check that channel out in Aussie Farming in the Philippines. Because if you're thinking about that, you're a dope if you don't go check out his channel. And even if you're not into that, I'm not going to call you a dope, but you're missing out on some very cool content. Him and his wife, Chick, run a great channel. So there you go. There you go. William, TT, I will do a video for you tomorrow on my dwindling stock. Okay. Mine was up. I've been out of beer for 4 days? 4? 5. It seems like forever. 12 hours is forever to me. It might take somebody else a month or 6 months or a year where it feels like forever. For me, 12 hours and it seems like forever. Tim Ziak, a house of worship is just that. Not a place to network for business or social gain. Correct. Ruthie and Arthur. Hi, Ruthie. How are you? Nice to see you. Sir Tim and everyone in the chat. Everyone say hi to Ruthie for me. Nice lady. Nice lady. Go check her out, too. Nice gal. She's actually down in a province area, and she has some farming little things, too. I don't think it's to the extent of William from Aussie Farming in the Philippines, but she has a little farming kind of to do things, and there's several channels. There's several out there you can go to. Lady Farmer Thinks Big. She has a little farm. So if you're interested in that stuff, these are the kind of people you want to go, and you can ask questions or whatever. If you plan to come in here, moving to the province, and starting up a little kind of thing like that, why wouldn't you go and check these people out? And if you're not interested in farming, you're going to come here and live in the condos in Makati. Go watch them anyway, just to have a good time and see how the other half lives. See how some of your food gets to you. No, they're not mass producers of food, but See what it's like. See what it's like. It's entertaining. I'll tell you that right now. Malou Martin. Oh man, I'm getting to love Malou Martin. Expat Prepper. U.S. Constitution, which prohibits laws, establish a national religion or impeding the free exercise of religion for its citizens. That's right. There's a separation between state and church. That's why there are some people in favor of, and this has been since 1824, I believe, where the laws were passed where churches are tax exempt. Somebody can correct me on that, but I'm going to say somewhere around 1824 where the laws were established in the U.S. where churches were exempt from paying tax on church property and things like that. There's some debate. Should churches be held accountable and pay some sort of tax? And some say no, they should not. I'm not going to get into that. I'd have to do research and have some argument points, talking points, and I could right now, but I didn't plan that for now. So, but again, for me, to force or ask people to come during this sort of pandemic to worship is just false. It's fake news. It's like, no, they don't need to congregate to worship. They can congregate at home, in their basement, in their garage, out in a cornfield, on top of the roof. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But to bring people in, follow me, won't you see? Come with me, the righteous Reverend. I am your salvation. And if you send me $20, I will send you one I am righteous t-shirt. Now, friends, hell with that. That's a bunch of crap. That's TV and evangelism at its finest. Nobody needs that. Worship on your own. Stay safe. Keep your family safe. And you can always go back to church when the time's right. Peter Michael, Martin Luther said what you just said. You don't need anything to be connected. You can pray without any money involved. Yes. Yes, exactly. Expat Prepper, impeding the free exercise of religion for its citizens. You were carrying on, continuing on from before. Should citizens have the right to go to church during a global health pandemic outbreak? Should citizens have the right to choose? Nope, I don't give a damn. I'm going to church. Do you think they have the right to do that? If the quarantine applies to barbershops, bowling alleys, beaches, sports events, restaurants, how does it not apply to churches? That is a bunch of crap. It absolutely applies. Follow the orders and again, broadcast your sermon and do your spiritual guidance and whatever through all the various different media platforms, and everyone will be fine. You're not exempt. For me, a church is not exempt from these civil orders that have been put before us. Bullshit. They're not exempt. They cannot be exempt. You can't practice physical distancing in a church pew. Pew is a bench. The choir, how does the choir sing? Yeah, they're going to space them out and take up too much room. No, they want them to come to church for one reason. And that's the reason. Rickshaw Philippines, my preacher friend and hunting buddy of over 30 years shuttered the church and doing all services online. There you go. And look, from the very beginning, you all heard me at 7:20-ish, whatever, when I first started, that I have nothing against anyone and how they practice their religion or what beliefs they have, anything like that. The only exception is those religions that blow up planes, skyscraper buildings, malls, trains, buses. Then I have a problem with whatever religion they're believing in because they say they do it for their religion. But we're not going to get into that. What I'm saying is I respect pretty much everybody's religious beliefs, but that doesn't give them a right to go and congregate and then go home, go to the supermarket, go to the gas station, go to buy beer, go to do whatever. No. Hey, where you been the last 20 days to Mr. and Mrs. A? We'll just call them A. Oh, we've been at home in lockdown. We're under quarantine orders. Oh, okay, good for you. Now we're in the supermarket. We are in the supermarket when I ask this question. Hey, Mr. and Mrs. B, where you been? Oh, we've been in quarantine and lockdown also, but we do go to church twice a week. What do you mean you go to church? Well, yeah, we have to go to church. Why? Well, to worship, of course. To hear the word, to hear the good word. I mean, so you went somewhere to congregate. Because when the kids are on the beach during spring break in Florida, guess what they're doing? They're a congregation, they're congregating. When animals like horses, cows, sheep, goats, when they all huddle together as a storm is coming, what are they doing? They're congregating. They are a congregation. So that makes it totally wrong, totally unacceptable. What gives you the right when I can't open up my barber shop, she can't open up her hair salon, they can't open up the bowling alley, they can't open up their restaurant, they can't open up their theme park, they can't open up their sports complex and show national basketball or baseball or whatever, but you can go to church with a whole bunch of people that haven't been tested, as far as you know? Bullshit. Bullshit. I don't want to hear that. But again, that's a perspective. That's only my opinion. You have no rights. Those religious rights go right out the window. If they're going to allow that, then I say those that go into the church, lock the doors from the outside and say, stay there. There's your quarantine. Now you can all congregate and worship together. Rickshaw, Philippines. Oh, I'm sorry. Peter Michael. Oh, wait. No, I was right. Expat prepper. Freedom of religion is protected by the First Amendment of the U.S. Constitution. Yeah, it is. And it should be. It should be. But not during times like this. Not during times like this. They're going to just have to take a time out from that protected. Well, then anyone can run out the doors. I've got a right to work. I've got a right to go fishing. I've got a right to, then everybody could come up with some constitutional right to get out of quarantine and continue to spread the virus as it is. Because I'm not expert on the virus, so I don't know. Scoot B, expat prepper, so freedom from religion. Muggs are getting, I plan to do Monday through Thursday after lunch. Woo! Friday, same schedule, night time. Okay. Right, I'm gonna let you have that. I'm gonna let you keep Friday because I love you. You know that. No, I know you were kidding, Jess, about Bun yesterday. Yeah, it had nothing to do with that. It would take a lot for Bun to put me down. Big time. John Baker, my wife asked me what's wrong. I said, old age, we just laughed. Of course. Muggs Organic, so nice. Avati Ray, you need to unboxing Tim. Give her something to unbox, yeah, for her anniversary. Don't forget, May 5th, regular night, Daily Exchange, but it's going to be a special edition of our anniversary. So please join us. We just want to share it with you because we can't share with anyone else. Now we're going to share some things with you until we go off air. That part we're not going to share with you. Hope you don't mind. William from Aussie Farming. It was laying next to yours. It like kill me. Yours is mine and mine is mine. That's the way it goes here with Philippines. She's always said, even when we were in the States, for 30 some years, and You know, she said,
50%.
50% of mine is hers, 100% of hers is hers. I got used to it. Leica Acosta, nice to see you. Everyone, please welcome Leica Acosta. I think you're new here. Pretty sure you are, but welcome to this edition of the Daily Exchange with Tropical Tim in the Philippines and Asawa Kano 38. Where's my bowl? I need my bowl.
Your bowl?
Yeah.
Say hi to Sheila and Leonard.
Okay, who?
Leonard, her husband.
Special shout out to Sheena and Leonard in Bremerton, Washington, friends of ours. Here we go. We're gonna go ahead and. Oh wait, she's supposed to do it. Don't look. All right, here we go. Our guest topic tonight is provided by. Is Graham here? I don't think Graham's here. He's normally here. Let's try it again.
None.
Is Jeannie here? Chi Torres? I haven't seen her.
I don't
Nope.
think so.
Kanoy, he was here. Did he leave? Kanoy, are you here? Nope. Uh-oh, here we go. William, Aussie farming in the Philippines.
Still there?
He's still there. There we go. There you go, Aussie farming. Okay, William, your job is to take your time, think about a topic that you think would interest everybody. Nothing too much over the top. Type it in down there and then give us your reason why that topic is important or what it means to you or whatever else, and everyone else can chime in if they want to. How about that? So go for what you know. William, Aussie farming in the Philippines. Jim Elver, Tim, Jim, you were pulled like twice in a row over the last several streams. So, first, Tim, I heard light there refers to the color of the beer, but still has same alcohol content as Pilsen. Is that right? It has nothing to do with it. Yeah, you can get trashed on this, but it tastes like shit.
It does?
Yeah.
They all taste like shit.
And that's only because I'm a person that likes a full-bodied beer. You just, I just like it full, nothing taken out, whatever. It's beer, whether I like it or not. I'll try it. If it's a full beer, yeah, I like it. No, I don't like it, but light beer, I don't see the point.
Aussie farming still there?
Yeah, he's there. Leica Acosta, Minty Coconut, okay, Lang Po, sorry po, di pa. Nakaka visit sa LS Nyo. Rickshaw, Philippines, I hear you need to be around germs and viruses to keep your immune system strong. Same thing goes for your liver. If you don't work it out, it goes bad. That is absolutely correct. And that is a beer drinker talking to you. So there you go. Dark Cider, great Aussie accent, TT. Oh, good day, mate. I just love the way William comes out. Hi, guys. Thanks for joining farming in the Philippines. That's me. Good day. It's like a positive. It's really good. Really good. I'm getting better at imitating it. So now we got to get William to imitate me. Oh, man. Like Acosta, here to support Poe. I will take a bath while background.
Okay.
Whoa! Can I read that again? Leica Acosta, here to support Poe. I will take a bath while background. Hey, I take my phone into the shower when I'm listening to someone's live stream if I'm interested in that live stream. So, I just put it way up high there and make sure it's turned around and I don't accidentally hit the camera button. Yeah, go ahead and do that, Leica. No problem. We'll be here for you. Scoot B, today's temp here is going to 38 to 100. Yesterday was 40 to 104. We actually had a mild day today. I don't think it got much past. It definitely didn't hit the mid 30s. I don't think. It's kind of overcast a little bit. We got, I saw like 18 raindrops. I counted them, and that was it. It was over. It was so little, I was able to count them. So that's just the way it goes. Expat Prepper, the First Amendment to the United States Constitution states Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress. Everything you're saying is exactly true. What I'm saying is not now. Sometimes you have to have smart people to say, yeah, that's your constitutional right. However, we don't want you to go into that church, contract some positivity, not the positivity that we go in there for, but you know, we don't want people coming out there and then affecting a whole bunch of others when they go. You think people from church all go home? Expat Prepper, do you believe everybody after church goes straight home? Hell no. They're going to McDonald's, a restaurant, gas, 7-Eleven, 84 Lumber, Home Depot. They're going somewhere. And who knows what they picked up by congregating butt to butt, cheek to cheek, shoulder to shoulder, elbow to elbow in a church. That's as tight as it gets. You can't, it is not loose in a church. It is tight. It was designed to be tight. So you would have a close-knit congregation. There's never been any separation or physical distancing in a church at all. Period. So that is as close proximity of a public place as you can get. It doesn't need to happen right now, is the gist of this show. Religious rights over public health. Public health wins out when it becomes a pandemic like this. For me, the religion can still take place, again, with your loved ones at home, by yourself on the roof of your house, out in an empty cornfield, through different platforms on media. Don't need to go into church right now. Now's not the time. It's not the time. But when your focal point as a mega church becomes this, TV evangelists and mega churches, this is why they say, come here, we will protect you. You will not get COVID-19 here. Bullshit. It's not going to be that way. But I respect what you're saying there. You're doing quotes, and that's fine. And I don't have no problem with you quoting, but sometimes you have to modify, not permanently, you have to make adjustments. Scoot B, Tim Ziak, yes. Place of worship shouldn't be a place of business. Tell that to the guys with their own airplanes and begging for money. Scoot B continues, hey, I know that black covered backside. Really? Tim Ziak, Scoot, I don't even want to see people involved with that. Darksider, in Korea, they expect you tithe 10% of your entire yearly income to your church of choice. And if somebody believes that and wants to do that, God bless them. Hey, knock yourself out. Make it 15, 20. I don't care what people do to enhance their own spiritual quality. I don't care. I don't question what people do. That's fine. I do question pastors that have been arrested and even had an ankle bracelet put on them because they promised they would not open their churches and then turn around and did it anyway. So they're putting people in harm's ways. And we're talking in areas where numbers continue to climb. What? Really? Yeah, I have no pity for them. There's something wrong there, something not quite right there, when there's so many other ways to worship and experience fulfillment for your religious needs while this is going on. There's different platforms you can do this at home, out in an empty field. Like I said it so many times. Social media. media platforms. Why do we need to go stand shoulder to shoulder and sing to the Lord Jesus Christ? Can hear and do that? Can I do that? Let's see. Amazing grace, how sweet art thou. I just did it, but I didn't put anyone at risk, and I don't feel at risk. So this crap about come to church, nothing's going to happen to you here. Sorry, I don't buy it. Let's say expat prepper, the Constitution is the supreme law of the land, bar none. It is. But what's good for the goose is good for the gander. If she can't open up her beauty salon and I can't open up my barber shop and Scoot B can't open up his dress shop and Muggs can't open up her bowling alley and Minty can't open up her wine shop and all these things, why should a church have exceptions? And they are more closely knit when they congregate than any other establishment. But keep it coming, expat. And I know what you're doing. I know what you're saying. It's all good. I get it. We have those laws hammered into concrete. I get that. But I don't think anyone taking into account something like this and how you have to just kind of adjust and modify a little bit to keep the masses safe. Scooby Tim, they have a right to die. They have the right to be stupid. They have the right to pray that God will protect them and die also. Yeah, they do. Once they go to church, we lock them in there and say, knock yourself out, congregate all you want. They don't have a right to go in there with who knows who's been tested and then come out and visit all the local establishments. Those that are open, whatever. Okay, expat prepper. Tim, read the First Amendment. There is no law above it. No city ordinance, no state law, no federal law. Doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. This is how it is today. Sorry about your luck. In normal times, yes. But when something like this happens, sorry about your luck. Scooby Tim, those are the same religions that kill doctors, blow up government buildings, and say that non-whites are not as good as them, but those are Christian churches. Yeah, you can make a lot of debate. And we're not here to argue or, go off the deep end. My whole topic tonight was about, for you guys to win. Who has the right? Which takes more priority? Religious beliefs or public health concerns? Scooby Tim, I say open NASCAR and let us call the herds. Yeah. William from Aussie Farmer. I may be an atheist, but I believe in spirits. JD, Johnny Walker, Jim Bean, and Mr. Beer. Not Mr. Bean. You don't like Mr. Bean? He is kind of stupid. All right, Peter Michael, here we pay 3% of the income to the church. You can stop the payment if you like. Stop payment, I like that. Sab is back. Hi, expat prepper. What gives me the right? The Constitution of the United States gives me the right. It does. It does. I mean, I can't deny that. It does. Laika, may tatonyong po ako sa inyo mamaya mami. Muggs organic hihi after ko po maligo. Adrian Gibson, stay in church and pray. Background while taking a bath. Yeah, you told us that. How many you taking? There we go. Oh my God, TJ, how many beers down now? One. It's my first beer. Everyone saw me. First beer. But I had 4 of these. Ruthie's still there. Nice to see you. Inai, Maganda is still there. Everyone's saying hi. That's good. Scoopy, I'm going to put Ray in for sainthood. Then we can split the profits. William from Aussie. I would like to ask the viewers, what will you do when the shutdown is over and can go outside as normal? He's also continues saying, me and Chick, his lovely bride, will go to the market, buy fresh shrimp and mud crabs, go home and steam them, make a nice yummy mayo dip, with some cayenne pepper. And sit at the table with a bottle or two of chilled California white wine. There you go. There's our guest topic for tonight, courtesy of William and Aussie Farming in the Philippines. Lots of him today. Chime in, guys. Chime in.
What is it?
What will you do when the shutdown is over and you can go outside as normal? Remember, I asked, what would you buy? He's asking, what will the first thing you do? Legitimately, not, you can be funny, but what's the first thing, really, legitimate, what's the first thing you will do when the green light is sounded and the all clear is given? Thanks for that, William. I appreciate that. Tom Patrick, glad I haven't done a live stream. Hate to think I was in your shower. It's not that bad. I was in the middle of one. I said, man, I need my shower before I go on. Or, I was waiting. Maybe our water pressure was down. It could be a lot of reasons. Okay, now's a good time to go shower. But I still want to hear what's going on here. So I take the phone into the shower with me. And I hide it behind a few other things. But I can still hear it. So you never know. You never know. You could be bathing with me at any time. Isn't that a treat? I mean, look. Isn't that cool? Hey, Clay from Hawaii's in here. Aloha, Tim and Ray. Nice to see you. Aloha to you, too. Tom Patrick's Porn Shops, too. Adrian Gibson, simple answer. Go out and have fun all places and travel as well. Jess Barrett, you cannot change the Constitution for anyone. That's correct. You cannot. You cannot. It's a matter of theory and principle right now. Right now. Do you feel comfortable with people going in to congregate and doing a church worship service and then coming out? We're talking anywhere from a small little hick town in the Midwest of 75 parishioners to a mega church that features tens of thousands. Are you okay with that? That they can go in there and worship and congregate, which means to gather, and then leave and go where, who knows? Or do you believe in Constitution be damned, one way or the other? Do you believe that should be allowed or not allowed? That was the topic tonight. Rickshaw Philippines will take a family trip to Mindoro and visit relatives with some beach time thrown in. Oh man, that sounds good. Maybe I'll go with you. You want to go? Huh? Yeah, we want to get out of here so bad.
Just get out.
Yeah, she wants to get out so bad. Expat Prepper, show me in the Constitution where it says that it is suspended when there is a virus or pandemic. You cannot get around it in the document in the supreme law of land. I'm not disputing that. I'm not disputing that. What I'm saying, again, I'm not disputing anything that you're putting in front of me, whether it's from the Bible or from the Constitution. I'm not disputing that. What I'm saying, or what I'm asking is, do you think it is the right approach? When all the other businesses are closed, church is open. Is that correct? Is that safe? Is that conducive to getting our arms around the virus and prevent people from contracting or dying? Is it the right approach? Constitution or not? I'm just saying. That's why I'm asking you guys. How do you feel about it? Okay, so you're sitting at home and it's Sunday and you're normally churchgoers and you haven't gone for a couple weeks, few weeks, whatever, during the quarantine, and all of a sudden your significant other, your wife, your husband, just had enough. They had enough. They said, I got to go to church. I have to go to church. I have to see my friends. I have to see my pastor. I got to go to church. But your numbers in your area, your immediate area, have been rising. Not, jumping, just rising. A little bit. Steadily. A little bit. Are you helping them put their coat on and whatever and getting their keys from? Okay, honey, you have a nice service. Tell me what they talk about today. Or are you saying, absolutely not. Do not go out. Has nothing to do with constitutional rights. It has nothing to do with religious beliefs. It has to do with, are you letting your significant other or your daughter or son walk out the door because they want to go see their friends at church because they all are good kids and they like going to church? Are you letting them go out there? And nothing has been resolved about this current pandemic or crisis we're in. Are you letting them head out the door? Are you actually going to get in the car and give them a ride there because of the Constitution or your religious beliefs? How are you going to respond to that? Just curious. Just curious. Expat Prepper. Oh, I'm sorry I read that. And you're doing great, Expat. No problem. You're making it very good banner. Canoy Philippines, lock them up. Darksider, didn't they arrest a bunch of those 1980s TV evangelists in the USA? There's been many over history. I actually was going to point out some of those in my first half hour, my Righteous Reverend gig, but I decided I was going to leave that alone. But yeah, there's been many, and there still are from time to time. Not as many though. Tom Patrick, but our gun stores are open for business. Muggs, hi Tenanati Ray, nice. Mama San, I'm praying where I'm sitting right now. And she could be on the beach, she could be sitting in the car, she could be at home with her son, she could be in the break room at the hospital where she works as a front liner. You see what I'm saying? For me, the congregating, which means to gather, animals gather, we gather at different things, and all the people congregated quickly at the scene of the accident. All the people congregated at church to say goodbye to Bob Smith. It doesn't matter. Right now, we don't need congregating, is my opinion. Not now. It can come later. And they can still get the message delivered to them via social platform, live stream, whatever, a letter in the mail, church bulletin, whatever. And they can still do this. They can support their church or their mega church or their TV evangelist. This is still available to them also. But congregating right now, I think, Constitution or not, biblical or not, is not a good idea. Hence the topic. Religious rights, which there's rights. Which one do you put first? Or public health. And we're not talking a couple cold sniffles, what if it was a breakout of measles or chicken pox or God knows, who knows, something really bad. And this is really bad. Are you still sending your family to church? Not knowing who's sitting in front of you, behind you, next to you, whatever? It's kind of a head scratch. It's actually not a fair question. It's hard because people want to practice their religious beliefs because they have that right. But then again, the government needs to protect people from people. I don't know. Scoot B, Expat Prepper, show me where you can block someone from coming to U.S. based on their religion, or how an elected official can say this is a Judeo-Christian country. Good point. Malo 63, oh, we drew you earlier, brother. Good day, Tim and Ray, and all in the chat. Hope everyone is fine and healthy and safe distancing. Life's good. So tonight's guest topic, Malo's didn't make it. He wasn't here. We drew a couple three until we arrived at William, an Aussie farming in the Philippines. Good day, mate. That's mate. He's asking, what's the first thing you're going to do when they give the green light all clear? Now, remember, I asked a couple, several shows ago, what's the first thing you're going to buy? This one's different. It's what's the first thing you're going to do? He said him and his gal chick are going to go to the wet market, buy shrimp and a bunch of stuff. They're going to come back home, sit down, cook it all up, eat it, crack open a bottle of wine from California, and probably look at each other's in the eyes and say, we're good. All good. Everything's all good. We made it, we made it, honey. We're doing good. That's pretty cool, right? Kind of romantic, very simple, but he's not saying he's just running out there, just going to do what he's going to do. He probably thinks, I got time to do that stuff later. So they want to keep it simple. What are you going to do when this is over? Let us know. We'd like to know. Thank you so much, William. Scooby, both Franklin and Jefferson wrote the first 9 amendments and both were atheists. Mama Sandi, me, if we were allowed to get out, I would go to the mall and buy more bikinis. Make sure you vlog that. We want to see. And you should do it live so we can all say, no, not that one. Get that one. Get that one. Everyone gives a thumbs up for that one, right? Clay from Hawaii. Clay and Mama Sandi. Look at that. They're both in Hawaii. Back to back. Right there. The first thing I would do is take a flight back to the Philippines, be with my fiance, and make our wedding plans. See, that's awesome. That's awesome. And that's really important. Nobody's plans are unimportant, but that's a pretty significant, I want to do this when it's over type thing. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I hope that works out great for you. And listen, when you get here, Clay, look me up. Don't jump into a taxi at the airport because it's a lot of it. There's a lot of scams going on. Call me and I'll come pick you up for half the scam. I'll save you money. But yeah, anyone coming over here that, you know, as long as I'm in Manila, if you need a friendly face to run into or to get over your jet lag with, chill out, have a beer, whatever, give me a call. We'll hook up. It doesn't matter. It could be both me and Asava Kano. If you one of your first times here and you're not sure, and first night in Manila, give us a call. But I don't buy beer. I only drink it. Keep that in mind. Keep that credit card on the upper level. I'm just kidding. But look me up, anybody, if they come here. Jess Bear going R&R to see the family. When you going to do that? Mama son, God, no. Church, for me yet. That's crazy. We will be all infected again. Tom Patrick, so is the freedom of speech and the right to bear arms. That's correct. Tim Ziak, just think if all the people breaking the quarantine use common sense, we would not be having this debate. And there's a lot of them breaking it, especially here in the Philippines. That's why now, because they extended it, now you see fully packed and armed government troops. Yes, they're out there because the PNP couldn't do it. The Philippine National Police, the local barangay. Well, the local barangay most certainly wasn't going to control a crowd if the crowd doesn't want to be controlled. So now you've got military locked and loaded here on the streets, helping to flow the traffic of people and sending them back to where they came from. Let me see your ID. Get the hell out of here, go back. Maybe issuing citations, you know, fines, whatever. Because, Mom, that's right. Tim Ziak's right. If people just would have heeded the warning, it might have ended sooner. Mama Sandi, I can get out, but very limited. Tom Patrick, first thing we are going to do is move from here close to the beach. Capron 100, nice to see you. Caparn, I think. I'm trying to get it right. If you pray, you can't catch the virus. Yeah, I don't think so. Tom Patrick can't stand the titles anymore. Mama Sandi, no, there is no miracle or heavenly intervention will cure this, but social distancing. I actually like to call it physical distancing, but because humans need to be sociable. Don't tell me to practice social distancing. Tell me to practice physical or safe distancing. That I understand. Don't tell me to shut up. Because when you say practice social distancing, you're pretty much telling me to shut up. I can't talk. I'm supposed to be practicing social distancing.
Is that your phone?
Yeah. I'll just take this out of here. No big deal. So,
Yeah. We're
It is?
almost done.
yeah. Ah, yes, there we go. There we go. The beach is open here, but for exercises only. You sure it's not for excuses only? I need to take a dip. Mama Sandi continues, that's good, sis. I'm at work listening to Kuya too. Quiet night tonight. Dor Cruz, hello, darling. How are you? Nice to see you. Malo's common sense ain't common. You're right. So many times. Scoot B. Remember, the U.S. Constitution protects only one person. It protects you from everyone else and the government. It was not designed to protect any groups. And the debate continues. Expat Prepper, Scooby, very good point. People often forget we live in a constitutional republic, not of democracy. Mama Sandi, we got extended to May 31st. Wow, it sucks. Yes, it does. Kanoina, Philippines. Does anyone really think the founding fathers saw this coming? Put your constitution in your back pocket. Yeah. Adrian Gibson, G'day, mate. Saw Cano possible. When it's back to normal, I want to get in any transportation and get out of Tondo. She just wants me to take her out to eat or to the mall or somewhere. She just wants to get out
the
of here.
beach, maybe.
So we're still waiting to hear from everyone based on tonight's guest topic. What's the first thing you're going to do legitimately when this is over? Expat Prepper, Kanoina, Philippines. You don't think the founding fathers knew anything about pandemics? I mean, I'm going to say they probably had somebody somewhere had some little clue about something. But let's face it, medicine wasn't what medicine is today. Advancements, technologies, all this stuff. But yeah, we've had them throughout the history of mankind, of course. But were there any considerations for it back then? Hell no, none, zero. Back then they were only worried about if the Brits come again, be ready. As a developing nation, it was 13 original colonies. They had to draft something, and there's been amendments to the Constitution for good reasons or bad, however you think, but. So you have to have something to start with if you're starting out as a country. Did they have all the right answers the first time around? Hell no, no way. So that's why you get your amendments and you modify based on how we progress as a nation, as human beings, whatever. Expat Prep, Kanoina, Philippines, Expat Prepper, exactly. We need to set that aside and deal with the problem at hand. Oh my God, Mama Sandi, we are not out of the woodwork yet. Woodwork? I love you so much. We're not out of the woodwork. Not out of the woods. We're not out of the woods. My wife.
I just kind of.
We're not out of the woodwork.
When I type it, it comes out.
No,
so.
the problem is, babe, you're going to get a crap full from Scoot on that.
Okay.
All right, so we're not out of the woodwork yet.
Sabrina Larson.
It's going to be up to the government. Finger crossed. There you go. Clay saying, sorry, Mr. Tim, drinking and driving is still against the law. Where? To me, it's not against the law. Drinking and driving is okay until you get caught. But I don't do that. I don't practice it. In fact, I'm a staunch advocate against it. Throughout the 38 years, well, it'll be 38 years here in a week for me and Solid Cano 38. By the way, which you all need to join us, May 5th, 7 p.m. Philippine time. It's going to be a 38-year anniversary special. We'll see what we can do for you. It should be good. But throughout our years, even when I was a younger sailor, we made an agreement. Once, if I drank a beer anywhere, my first one, that's fine. If I was driving, that was fine. And I could probably drink, let's be realistic. 3 to 5, maybe 3, 4, before you knew you were probably not going to pass a field sobriety test. So we made an agreement. If I had one, that was fine. I could go about my business drive. But if I had more than one, automatically I would call her. If I was at a gathering with some of the guys from the ship or out and about or whatever, at a bar with buddies watching a football game, we're talking a long time going through the years. Once I went past the first beer, I would call her, no questions asked, no fighting, no arguing. Now I would call and say, I'm going to stay a little while longer. I'm going to go past my one beer for me to drive. And she would say, well, how long you staying? At least a half a case. And she wouldn't get mad. She said, well, what time will that be? I was like, about 20 minutes. You know, a couple hours, hour and a half, couple hours, whatever. And she'd come and pick me up. And that worked out great for us. Clay is saying from Hawaii, sorry, Mr. Tim drinking and driving. Oh, I'm sorry, I read that. My bad. Dora Cruz saying she's fine. MJ Barrett, Mr. Jess, first thing going R&R home, see my family when the crap is over. So that's what he's saying is first thing he's going to do. He's getting out of Iraq and coming home.
Say hi to Sabrina.
And Sabrina's here? Hi, darling. My daughter Sabrina's in the house. Nice to see you. How you doing, babe? How was Oliver's barbecue? My youngest turned 24 today. And him and my daughter Sabrina, they had a barbecue over at my younger son's house. So they FaceTimed us earlier today. Looked like they were having a good time. Had some friends over, and we were so happy to see him. So I'm glad she's here now. William from Aussie. Good night, TT, and all viewers. Bedtime for William. Take it easy and be safe. Can't wait till it's over to meet TT for a night on piss. Yeah, you better believe it, mate. Good night. I'll catch my video on you tomorrow. Cheers, Mike. Good on you. Thanks for stopping by, William. Give our best to Chick and make sure the lights in the hotels are on. See, I'm getting pretty good, right?
Got new piglets?
Yeah. And keep the piglets warm. That's right. That's right. Clay saying the hotel driver in Angelo City always picks me up. There you go. You got it. You've got something hooked up there. Good for you, man. Good for you. Len's Cakes Corner. Hi, how are you? Nice to see you. Everyone, please greet Len's Cakes. Nice channel, too, by the way. Leica's still there. Are you finished with your bath? Yep, there it is. I never read ahead. Taking bath. There's my darling Sabrina Larson. Woo! Clay saying back then it would have called it the plague. Yep, that's right. Leica, yep, in IMJ's vlog. There you go. Tom Patrick, we can chisel a prayer on a rock, send it cheap through Arizona now while the U.S. Post Office goes broke. Yeah, a lot of that's happening. Scooby Expat Prepper. Did I skip someone? Oh, Sal Cano. Shout out to my lovely daughter, Sabrina Larson. Woo! In Amarillo, Texas. Oh, here we go. Amarillo by morning. Up from San Antonio. I better not do that. People will leave in droves. Scooby Expat Prepper. Show me where you think that is. It is a rule they passed in Congress, not the Constitution. Excuse me. Scoot B, block someone. The Constitution on the United States allows the president to block anyone he wants from coming in. President Trump just won that decision in the Supreme Court. Expat Prepper, Scoot B, look it up. The Trump ban, the Trump immigration ban was recently tested in the court and he won. Scoot B, yes. And the Supreme Court is now special interest group. I wonder what people will think if an AOC type goes in and raises the number of the Supreme Court to 15 and stuff 6 like her there. Scooby, I guess when you change the rules to mess with the other side, it can come back to bite you. U.S. President and Congress decide how many people sit on the Supreme Court, not the Constitution. All right, so we're going to be done with that. I just read, half the U.S. Constitution. So we're going to be done with that. But anyway, I'm going to get a refill here real quick. I'm going to talk to Sal Cano for about 2 minutes, and I'll be...
Yeah, it's almost time to go.
Yeah, I know. We're going. Don't go anywhere. Thanks, guys.
Hello, everyone. Good night, Mugs. Tom Patrick. I meant Amazon, not Arizona. So I don't know what you guys talking about. Oh, there's nothing to talk about. Hello. Hi, Sabrina Ray. I love you, baby girl. Now the live gets good. Okay, Scooty. Scooty, football fanatic or no? I just want to know. I was talking to Tim about that.
Yeah, he's a Packer fan.
Yeah, he's a Packer fan, but how dedicated or how strong? Does he follow it? Thumbs up in order. Thank you, Tom Patrick. Chitaurus. Eliza MJ. Bye, sis mugs. Breakfast? What's breakfast? Need to prep. Oh, you're gonna prepare breakfast? Is it morning there? I keep forgetting where Chitaurus is. Where's she at? Hoy! Hoy! Putang na mo. Where's Chitaurus?
That's good.
Oh, she don't know. Bye everyone. Be all safe.
Friends.
Are you in France, Chitaurus? That's what Tim said. Well, have a good morning. Be safe out there. You've been here for 2 hours. Landscape Corner still here. Ina MJ's vlog. Good night. Chitaurus Ramadan. They call it break fast. Break fast. Okay. Doha. Oh, you're in Qatar. See, Tim said France. Landscape Corner. Thumbs up done for host. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Man, did Tim talk a lot today? I think he did. Mr. J.L. Barrett still here. Yes, eat quick before the sun come up. Is that what it is? Oh, for Ramadan? Landscape Corner, love from Singapore. So, what about the question that Aussie farming? Did we have any more answer about that? What are you guys gonna do when everything goes back to normal? Well, when this is all done and back to normal. Yeah, I think I don't really care about beaches a lot, the beach, but when this is all done, I think I want to go to the beach. Kind of take beach for granted. Peter Michael, what did you guys do today? You didn't hear Tim. Were you here earlier? Peter Michael? He was ranting.
I wasn't ranting.
Or whatever.
I was discussing. All right, so
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think I will go get a good haircut. Oh, Tim Ziak's gonna get a haircut. What about you, honey?
what?
You gonna get a haircut?
Tim Ziak's gonna go get a haircut like this.
Oh.
He wants to be like Tropical Tim.
Peter Michael's asking, what did we do today? Here, this is what he read today, Peter Michael. I don't know if you can see it. Religion versus public health. I hope also hosts will be back to normal soon. We still have 6 more weeks of lockdown here. And she's in Singapore. And hey,
Oh, I gotta fix something.
are you done talking?
Yeah, I gotta fix something.
What are you doing?
No, something happened. Okay, there we go. There we
I
go.
work in Qatar.
There
on
we
that
go.
New airport HSE manager. Tim Ziak. I want Ray to cut Tim's hair with a bolo white while blindfolded.
Really?
Donate to the fund for it. Aha. Yeah.
No, I'm not. I don't think I want to do that.
Bolo knife.
So we're gonna go ahead and head out, guys. It's been our 2 hours plus, whatever, and we enjoyed having everybody here. It's really good to see everybody. Thanks so much for stopping by. We can never ever appreciate you, night in and night out. It's just not worth even coming up with words for that. Hang in there, do the best you can. Don't worry so much about um, what you think is going to happen. Worry about what is happening, and take things in stride, one day at a time. Relax. Keep Mr. Anxiety and Mrs. Stress over there in the corner. Keep them away from you, because that's where they want to sit. I'm going to tell you that every day, because that will be the downfall. We are in day 44. That it's over. Tomorrow's day 45. We still have at least 18 days to go, so we're going to go hit 60 days. We know that, and we're just going to do the best we can. We hope you will do the same too. Hope this is an enjoyable venue for you to stop by and visit. We enjoy seeing you all the time, and enjoy some of the feedback and banter that you provide us, and the conversations that we're sharing, and that you all share with each other. Thanks to the mainstays of the channel that continuously greet everyone coming in, that are new people to your channel and new to our show. So keep that up. You're doing a great job. You have a great channel. You take it to whatever extreme you want to.
Sabrina Ray, I love you so much.
That's our daughter, yeah.
Sheena and Leonard Duran, have a good night. Well, good day to you.
So for Asawa Kano 38, this is Tropical Tim in the Philippines. You've been live here at the Daily Exchange. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care of yourselves.
Be safe.
Peace out. And, of course, Walang Katapat. Good night, everybody. Take care of yourself. Thanks for coming.
Yeah.